And like Junior Abimael said, 99% is corrupt and 1% is on the big picture. The end.
Well, I suppose I can't keep procrastinating any longer. Time has come for me to discuss it. Oh, and yes, that was supposed to be a teaser for the next video if it wasn't clear enough. With that being said, let us begin this journey of madness.
It's failing one by one, shallow breaths and then there's none to pinch it. This a dash of that will have you lying lifeless on your back. It only takes a bite and you will not last through the night. A dose of this, a drop of that, you will turn green and quickly fade to black.
Our story begins in the distant past of March 30th, 2024, on Discord. A friend of mine who chose not to be named sent a video on my group. He had found this video on Twitter, but he couldn't hear what the guy on it was saying since he had no headphones at that time. Though the video went unnoticed by me and other people in the group for the time being. Only a couple of days later, he decided to send it again, and then I saw it for the first time. What the video showed was intriguing to say the least. I'll now play it in full with subtitles for all those who don't speak Spanish.
24 horas caçando briga, tentando me atropelar de moto, jogando carro em cima de mim, mexendo comigo, mexendo com minha mulher. Todo o crime organizado, fazendo tudo errado para poder tentar adquirir uma reação anal. Eles estão brincando e se comunicando pelo ânus. É uma comunicação anal e um voodoo anal. Esse projeto de ser humano está tentando entender o que é lecture. E assim eles transpassam a tarraqueta um do outro. Como eles gostam e eles já estão viciados nessa prática, eles tentam me incluir. Como eles não conseguem me incluir e não conseguem estabelecer uma comunicação comigo, eles me assediam a ponto de ameaçar a minha vida. 24 horas.
Whoa, there's a lot to unpack here. The man in the video seems to be desperate and in danger, and says he's being gang-stalked by someone, a group of people who are playing and communicating through their anuses, and trying to get him involved in this practice, whatever that's supposed to mean. Before I could even ask what the hell was going on, this friend sent yet another one of these men's videos, which is somehow even weirder. But it also gives some more insight as to what is after him.
Gentalha de bairro, planeta dos macacos, tribo Zulu, complexados, bichas, gays, enrustidos, todo o crime organizado do aparato das nossas vidas do passado, que foi um laboratório gay, onde a base é em Santa Luzia. São vários outros bairros, e esses DNAs estão expandindo para outros bairros e outras cidades. Ele atua em invasões. São um DNA só, planeta dos macacos e tribo Zulu, e os segmentos, putas masculinas do crime que vão seguir esses criminosos. E eles vão expandir para outros bairros e outras cidades. Você reconhece ele porque ele é parecido com meu colega de infância. Só esse que é o conceito dessas criaturas.
That was poetic indeed. But jokes aside, this video does answer some questions. First off, it's clear that this guy is completely insane and most likely has schizophrenia, since that is the mental disorder most associated with paranoia about being gang-stalked. But most importantly, we also learn who are those gang-stalkers, and it includes the Planet of the Apes, the Zulu tribe, gays, and most importantly, the organized crime. But what exactly they want from him remains unclear. After laughing for a while because of how absurd those videos were, I asked my friend where he found those, and he linked to a Twitter account whose name literally translates to shit hands, and whose bio reads, Masses, Planet of the Apes, Zulu tribes, elderly women, LGBT+, and creatures and renegades, which is always a good sign. On this account, we found a total of 10 videos, all of which were very similar, with all of them lasting around 50 seconds and showing him driving on his car while he reveals some real-life lore. All 10 videos were uploaded by this other friend of mine to YouTube and put on a playlist. In addition to all the videos, we learned that his real name is Abimael Silva Jr., but we became more used to calling him Junior Abimael. From his posts, we also learned that he is able of speaking English too, somehow. And while his grammar is normal, the sentences he says still make no sense.
This account, however, was only the peak of the iceberg. Looking further into it and searching for other accounts either named Junior Abimael or any account that made similar posts, we found well over 40 Twitter accounts belonging to him, some of which date as far back as 2016. And yes, all of them consist of the same crazy shit, and included a lot of other videos, similar or otherwise, to those we have discovered first.
Ele enche o centro da cidade de mendigo, leproso, os correios ficam cheios de... A África fica dentro do correio.
But you'd be wrong to assume this all ends at Twitter. Nah, this rabbit hole goes way deeper. By searching keywords like Planet of the Apes, Zulu Tribe, Organized Crime, we found a YouTube channel named Mr. Bust Evil that was created in late 2023. Sadly, this channel no longer exists for some reason, probably because YouTube didn't want the secrets about the organized crime that controls them to be leaked. Thankfully, I did save the channel and every video in the Wayback Machine back when I could. Until now, his videos are mostly short, only lasting for a couple dozen seconds to a few minutes. But the videos on Mr. Bust Evil were something else entirely, with some lasting upwards of 40 minutes, and somehow getting even weirder than his Twitter videos and posts. In particular, I'd like to highlight the video titled Unprecedented, which is undoubtedly one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my whole life. For a whole 39 minutes, he goes on and on about every topic imaginable. He states that the organized crime uses children against him by sending them to go moan at his house so that they can accuse him of pedophilia and get him in trouble with the authorities. He also goes in length about his skills at a martial art called Jiu-Jitsu and how he defeated somebody he refers to as Shit Caesar, which is probably somebody he knew in real life and not a reference to Planet of the Apes. This video is a fucking fever dream of the best possible kind. Countless memorable quotes have come from it and became memes with all the people around me. I'll play some of this video's highlights now.
Vocês são pequenos como pessoa e você tem a coragem de falar para mim que eu tô com medo de César. Quem é César na fila do café da manhã? Quem é ele? Quem é quem? Quem é Guto? Quem é Will Smith? Quem é Mateus? Quem são esses laranjas que querem? He's trying to fit in life. Eu sou a vida. Você vai limpar a bunda depois de cagar, ele envia uma mensagem de que foi gostoso limpar a bunda com papel. Você vai num banheiro, tem um bidê, o gay envia uma mensagem para você mentalmente. Nossa, vou ter que usar o bidê. Aí ele quer que você use o bidê e fique intrigado da água pegando no seu behind lá. No passado era a mesma coisa. No passado tinha dois caras aí que ficavam rebolando para mim com um uísque na mão. O que você quer que eu te coma? Todo mundo era meus amigos, eu tinha uma namoradinha ali atrás, cabelinho cacheadinho. Aí vocês armaram tudo uma coisa para me quebrar a perna de moto, porque eu sou um cara que eu não posso ter moto muito grande, que as pessoas morrem de inveja, principalmente os gays.
From this video, as well as many others, we learn more about those groups that are involved in gang stalking him. Some new ones include the Oranges, Mongoloids, demons, witches, children, and even the police, whom he describes as a military militia who works for the organized crime. And if you weren't yet convinced of his insanity, he quite literally doxed himself and his own neighbors. I obviously won't be saying his address here in order to not get the video taken down, but I did fact check the address and found he had a small shop that fixes bikes right beside his house. Which, fun fact, I put its logo as my desktop background. This actually surprised me because it seems that he is able of acting normal in public since he is capable of running a small business. Not only that, but he had many videos in the Mr. Bust Evil channel where he spoke English almost fluently.
Greetings Earth, back with another video. I come before you once again, clean,
no sunglasses so that you can look in my eyes and you can see that I'm speaking the truth. I'm talking to the world before Brazilian crime, which is the very police and fake police, or maybe some other sabotage from society kills me before.
His final video titled Consider Please, which I had originally shared on my community tab before the video was taken down, was entirely in English, and the same friend of mine who had posted the YouTube troll iceberg chart threaded also shared this video on r/deep into YouTube before it was taken down. Now, as you might have guessed, this was far from being his only YouTube channel. Much like Twitter, and indeed in several other social media like Facebook and even fucking LinkedIn, he has many YouTube accounts. New ones are found just about every time you look up, so we'll probably never find every single one of them. Especially given some have names that will be impossible to guess, like one that just means artificial intelligence. These channels too feature some very high quality content and more important lore about the universe.
Mas aí eu tô no metrô, os jovens Z começam a colocar música de funk, falando de buceta.
With all of this being said and shown, it's surprising that no one had discovered him before. His videos and posts all had at most a couple dozen views and no likes or dislikes. And since this is such an amazing rabbit hole, and I was among the first to discover it, I felt like I just had to make this video. My friend who discovered him had asked for some Brazilian YouTubers to talk about Junior Abimael, but they all ignored it, probably because they're too cowardly to reveal the obscure truth about the current world order. Now, what moral did we learn from all of this? Well, he's an assball, I guess. Don't forget to join me next time when I cover yet another obscure lolcow named Don Burrow.
Hi, my name is Tom Pearl.
Just kidding, I'm not doing that.